Released in 1986 and being put out by Deaf Crocodile is The Pied Piper, a movie that I had never heard before, which has instantly become one of my favourite discoveries of the year. This stop motion 53-minute retelling of the Pied Piper fairy tale is all kinds of wonderful, and it's one that I'm going to be raving about come the end of the year. It is stop motion, it is twisted and dark, it feels wrong and grotesque, it's very textured, and we kind of dive into this world, a world without dialogue, where you just get the story through visual images of what's being told, which is fantastically well done. We see this small village where everything seems to revolve around cash and money. They barter for things, they pay for their services, they hide their loot, they covet it. It seems to be the driving force of all the denizens of this village. Money. We see it being made, keep coming back to this every now and again, like a defining point to the story as they hammer home literally the money that's being the driving force of this people. But there is something else happening. There is a slow infestation of rats starting to arrive and starting to affect everybody's daily life. Happening to steal their gold as well. Sometimes by happenstance, sometimes deliberately. The rats are kind of taking over the world here, and people are getting infuriated by that. Enter our hero, which definitely looks like a villain in any other story. The Pied Piper, who looks like Dr. Doom from the Fantastic Four almost. This weird man who seems just a little bit off comes into this world and offers to get rid of their problem for 1,000 of their shiny coins, of which the town people eagerly agree because these rats are just ruining everything. They're taking over. And the Pied Piper gets rid of them. And when the people refuse to pay him his money, he exacts a horrible revenge on them. The Pied Piper is a story that I think we're mostly familiar with, but this retelling of it is wonderful, and the fact that it's only 53 minutes is divine because it tells exactly the story it needs to. It doesn't pad it out with any information, and it does it in a wonderfully dark and disgusting manner that I was captivated with. The world building, the design, everything that was going on. The obvious influence of German expressionism is all over this town, from the weird angles of doors and buildings. What we see is just terrifically well textured and just gives that off-kilter feeling. I do love that throughout the film there is this fictitious language used, almost just meandering nonsense spewing from these people's mouths, but you understand the meaning that's going on. There's no need for any kind of subtitles, it's there in what they're talking about. There's a wonderful moment where people are bartering over something, and it's just the coins are coming out of their mouth. One wants 2 coins, one's willing to pay 1, and it just kind of comes out like that, and it gives you everything that you need to see, and how it becomes twisted and grotesque as they get angrier and more upset by this argument. It takes their toll on them and they become monstrous, and it's just wonderfully done. The Pied Piper is one of my discoveries of the year. It's fantastic. It hooked me in a kind of way that only these movies can. Very bleak, very dark, very twisted, horrible things happen to people in this one, and rightfully so, because this is full of terrible people. There is one shining light in it when our hero, the Pied Piper, falls in love briefly, which I kind of found is almost like the diamond in the rough here, that kind of nugget of hope that there could be something blossoming from this situation. before everything goes darker once more. The Pied Piper was absolutely phenomenal. It was a wonderful discovery, and I urge you to check it out. At least check out the Deaf Crocodile trailer that's on YouTube. It will give you a flavour of what this film is like. If you can get your hands on it, do it. It's a fantastic release. Highly recommended. I will be talking about this one come the end of the year a lot. Do not miss out on this. If you have seen the Pied Piper, let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this, whether you think I'm overhyping it, whether you love it, hate it, whatever. I can't wait to read your comments. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.